paramedic in the street. I got leverage in the street. I'm a California nigga and I'm heavy in the streets.
22 or 23, I'm heavy with the heat. Hit you with this chop, paramedic.
Black Panther is directed by What am I wearing? Give me 1 second. That's better. Black Panther is directed by Ryan Coogler, and it tells a story about T'Challa after he comes back from the events of Civil War and his dad passes, and now he is becoming king, and the different conflicts he has to deal with now being the new king of Wakanda. This movie is pretty great. It was pretty great. Wakanda is a breathing place in this movie with unique people, and I like how they made Wakanda still feel like Africa, even though it's this technological place. It still felt like you were in Africa. Chadwick Boseman's a rock in this movie. He has an amazing performance as T'Challa and the Black Panther in this movie. T'Challa has a lot of inner conflicts about now being the new king and having to deal with the various problems between all the different tribes of Wakanda. Also, some of the people just want a king. They also don't want a warrior. Some people genuinely think he's not fit to be the Black Panther also. But Chadwick Boseman does everything in this movie with flying colors. You genuinely feel everything he's feeling at every moment. You feel all his doubts and all his worries throughout this whole movie, and it was amazing. Speaking of performances, the supporting cast in this movie is, as expected, phenomenal. Lupita Nyong'o, Daniel Kaluuya, Angela Bassett, Forrest Whitaker, they all bring good parts to this movie. But definitely the standouts in this movie are Denai Guerrera as Okoye and Lalila Wright as Shuri. The two were magnetic on screen and you could not get enough of them throughout the whole movie. There's a score in this movie with like some African drums that it captivated me every single time it came on. Just the score in this movie is just spectacular. Ryan Coogler really knows how to pick a composer, because Creed's score was great, and just like this one, another great score. The action in the movie is actually really dope. The hand-to-hand combat was actually very well orchestrated. It all looked great. It was really good action at the end of the day, like you would expect. There's also an overarching theme about Wakanda and the rest of the world that could be a parallel to a lot of things that was really well done throughout this movie. It almost beat you over the head with it a little bit, but I still left the movie with that message. But I'm not gonna act like this is a perfect movie. I won't say they're bad things. Really only one bad thing I find in this movie, but there are a few mediocre things. First, look, music is great in movies, alright? They got Kendrick Lamar to do a whole album. That's fantastic. A movie plays a part in the movie. It shouldn't overtake the movie. Sometimes the music will come out and be blaring and it'll just overshadow what's really going on at the moment. It'll really take you out the movie sometimes. Sometimes it genuinely felt like a music video. I didn't really love the story. I thought it was good. It wasn't great. I feel like Marvel kind of did hold back Ryan a little bit. You could tell there's some cheesy Marvel moments that you expect. And also, it kind of felt like the script was stretched a little bit too thin. To stick on Ryan Coogler, I felt like he kind of didn't have that flavor that we expect from Ryan Coogler. You could tell they kind of still had to hold him back from him going all out from, like what he did with Creed or Fruitvale Station. It kind of felt more into the Marvel mold. Even though I feel like this is the least MCU movie of all time, you could still tell this could fit in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We only got like one of those amazing Ryan Coogler long shots in this movie, but look, that's just me being dramatic with the whole Ryan Coogler thing. I was just wanted that Ryan Coogler voice throughout this whole movie. Now, I mentioned there were a lot of great supporting performances, but there was one that kind of did not land too well for me. Look, I feel like Michael B. Jordan is going to be the next Denzel Washington in my opinion. He's a phenomenal actor. He's really great. But in this movie, I didn't feel like his performance was necessarily over the top. It just kind of felt obnoxious and in your face a little bit too much. Granted, dude had very valid points. I was sitting there like, hey, dude has a point. I just felt his performance was just a little bit too big, and if it was kind of held back and honed in, it could have been a very scary and more powerful performance in my opinion. Now, the only thing bad about this movie was the CGI. I'm not even gonna front. The CGI was... There were genuinely times I would be watching the movie and I would see something on screen and be like, really? This is a big budget movie. That looks not good. The scenes shot on the green screen were just a little bit too noticeable for me. It took me out the movie. Granted, I know the general audience, they really won't notice it, but coming from somebody who analyzes film, like, it just took me out the movie. All in all, this is an amazing movie made by Ryan Coogler. This man is 3 for 3. Great performances, great action, great scenes that were shown through when the Black Panther would get their powers. Really, really dope scenes. A great overarching message overall. But the performance from Michael B. Jordan kind of took me out of it a little bit. CGI is and you know, just the normal Marvel moments kind of took me out of it just a little bit. But this movie's amazing. I very much recommend it. I see it again on Thursday. I already have my ticket for it. I am going to give Black Panther an 8.5. On the good day, I'll probably give it a 9. So Black Panther finally comes out this week. As you guys see it, if you've seen it already, let me know what you guys think about the movie. Please go out and support this movie. This movie's amazing. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.